Yeah, Shane, obviously here at Daytona, I mean, yeah, just intrigue your perspective as sort of somewhat of an outsider. What did you know about the Daytona 500? What were your sort of impressions of this before you got here, and what are they now you've been here a couple of years now?
Yeah, so I only sort of watched it from afar, but yeah, being in it, it's a pretty big event. It's like doing a Spa 24 or a Bathurst 1000, like it's the biggest event of the year, and the pre-race stuff's pretty epic, you know, and it's kind of like probably comparable to Le Mans. Le Mans probably seems like a bit bigger of a build-up, but so much longer. But yeah, it's a cool race to do.
Does it feel bigger than all the other ones then, to someone who's sort of been to a lot of these races for the first time? Like, do you feel that sort of the occasion, or?
Not really. Le Mans is probably still the biggest, but it's still like the front straight, how big the grandstands are, the scale of that's pretty cool. But yeah, I'd say they're pretty comparable events.
And just obviously going into another season, I mean, how do you sort of feel going into it? How does things change in your mind in terms of since the first time you set foot here in Chicago 3 or 4 years ago to now today?
No, I feel good. We got some great continuity on the team, lots of the same guys and girls, and yeah, I feel like we're going back to tracks again for third, fourth times. That'll really help. So yeah, feel pretty good about it. We've got a good notebook now, and I'm starting to find my feet a bit, get better and better still, and yeah, hopefully we'll just keep building up.
I think I remember seeing some good quotes on this at the time, but what was your first thought the first time you sat in a car and drove around Daytona? Because it's quite different to anything you've done before.
Yeah, like the driving by yourself is not much. You kind of just got the speed of your car, but it's the racing. Yeah, when there's 40 of you within a second, and they're all like, there's no air left in the pack, it's all drifting around, and the car's moving side to side, and like even driving down the straights is weird because of the setup, with the cambers, and yeah, it's pretty wild. The racing is like nothing else you can do anyway. Yeah.
And how much more comfortable do you feel with that, and how much, I guess, have you learned over the last few years?
Oh yeah, it's night and day different. Like, I started from zero experience really, and still just every time I get out there I'm still learning something. Yeah.
And a lot of talk about sort of you and the ovals and how much you improved, especially at the end of last year. I mean, how much do you feel that, and how much do you think that can sort of manifest itself in results this year?
Yeah, like I still have a lot to learn, and I feel like I'm nowhere near my maximum. Like, I still have a long way to go, and then we're kind of finding what I like with setup now and what we can do to make the cars better. So yeah, I can see our results getting better and better. We certainly started from a pretty low point though, but progress has been good.
And I loved your comments on the playoff format, just in terms of the fact that, obviously you probably benefited from the win and you're in, but also appreciating, like, from the sporting standpoint. I mean, just talk me through your perspective on that and your sort of view on everything.
Yeah, you kind of summed it up. Like, it's great from a purist point of view, and you still have that excitement of a condensed championship, kind of a reset, but then it still lends itself to the advantage of people who have done well throughout the year. So I think that's a good thing, especially if you're a top guy. But the win in your end was good for creating those desperate moments, or those Hollywood wins. So you can see both sides of it, but from a pure championship, I think it's better.
And a lot's been made of your dominance on the road courses. I mean, a lot's been also said about, you sort of dragging the standards up a little bit in terms of road courses. I mean, do you feel like some of the other guys have improved since you got here in terms of the competition in those races, even though you've obviously won most of them?
It's hard to say. That they might have got better, but so have I. Like, I've learnt the cars now, and our cars are getting better and better, so as a team. So it's hard to say. I do feel like everyone's close. We've just had great execution and good races, which has made us probably look better than we are. But it's been good too, deserved, I think.
And an interested new teammate on that front with Connor joining. He's put the fight to you a little bit in the Xfinity cars. I mean, how are you looking forward to those battles? And is it going to be a bit tricky, the fact that a big competition is going to come from one of your teammates in those?
Hopefully, yeah, because then that's good for the team. To have another team car up front, and he's going to have the same car I do. So yeah, hopefully we do race up front together, and yeah, we'll both race smart and do the best for the team. But yeah, hopefully he's a problem for everyone. What's
it like racing against him? You've had some really tough battles. I mean, it seems like you're both sort of not afraid to get your elbows out a little bit when you need to.
Which is good. I think Sonoma was the highlight. We had an awesome battle back and forth, and he won that race, but could have gone either way. We were both really quick, and it was epic. And then Watkins Glen wasn't so fun, but that's all right.
And it seems like you're pretty good at compartmentalising in terms of, like, once you step out the car, what's happening on the track sort of behind you. Is that fair to say in terms of your mindset?
Yeah, I think it has to be, especially here when you're racing every single week against the same people. You got to be able to switch back to zero, I think. Yeah.
Is there ever a time in your racing career, maybe back in New Zealand, Australia, where you have sort of lost your cool a little bit, or is it
Yeah,
coming of age? Or
no, of course you do. That's part of being a competitor. Everyone has their moments, but hopefully get better at managing it or hiding it.